switch to regular mode. This is the Scabiosa, and if it doesn't bloom soon, I'm never trying it again. That's Bells of Ireland. I'm excited about those coming on before it gets hot. So this is kind of a flower bed that I like to try out. This is the gate that goes out front. So when you come in the side gate, which hardly anyone does, this is the view back here. And then you can go on the side. I'm not going to go... Okay, this bed is mainly vegetables, but I'm changing it up. And that is Romanesco. I only kept one because it still doesn't have a head on it. So I'm not really sure what's going on. All this kale just really started coming on. That's carrots, lettuce, more lettuce, rainbow chard, cilantro. This cilantro tastes like no other cilantro. The stuff in the store does not hold a candle to homegrown, so if you can grow some at home, do it. The tomato I just planted into hot peppers. I'm really not into peppers, growing peppers. They don't, so far haven't done well for me. This is scarlet runner bean that's coming up. It's gonna go up that I can't wait for. Well, I can wait, I have to. So come back in. Show you the casita real quick. This is a little wreath that I just made out of vines I got at my parents' house. Just took all the Mardi Gras beads off of it. Here's the casita. I've got my little painted floor cloth from Becky gave me when we lived in Virginia this last time. So here's the room. It's a little, mismatched right now because I have a lot of stuff crammed in here. I just got this table last week at that estate sale. Isn't it great? So this is my setup. I've got a heating mat here and there, and then the lights. The lights are making those cosmos leggy, but it's okay. Those are coreopsis, which are good for dyeing, and that's a red cosmo I couldn't get to grow last year, and then that's all marigolds. This is okra and a red and orange zinnia that I got at the gardens in Conroe last year, and then these are the floret zinnias that look pretty good. They're leggy, but I think they'll do fine when I get them outside. This was a dresser I bought at an auction in Virginia, and the drawers were really, they just didn't work right, which is why it was at an auction. I painted the top, I pulled the drawers out, and those are just containers and stuff I use. And then these shelves I had Brian put up, and I tried to do, this is where I keep most of my vases, and I try to do darker or blue, green, and then clear glass there. Another thing over here at the casita, I have, this is 3 of Sean's paintings that are kind of a panoramic in Hawaii. I think she used three colors in that. 3 pigments maybe is what it was. Over here I have, I got this last fall also, and it dries out really fast, so I need to put some different kind of medium in it, potting medium. This is a sketchbook Becky gave me, and it had these 2 paintings in it. So instead of using it, I'm displaying it. All the books in here have to do with the beach, all the way down, everything. I think you gave me that. I'm pretty sure you did. These are one of the most incredible finds ever. These are the shell boxes that I got at that sale down in Houston, where they're all labeled with where they came from. So for example, these are all this shell. I forget what the shell is, but this one is a handwritten note. The exact name of it 1969. I think that means received from Chile. So maybe they traded with someone online as well. It is just the most incredible find. Mexico. This whole thing is this shell. Every variety of this shell. So I found these in Houston. I went down there to the sidewalk sale at a designer area that Maddie told me about. And now these ones are really freaky to me. This is some type of fossilized shell. It's called a chitons, I'm not sure. But they go from small to large. This one is something, the rocks near a desalting plant, Puerto Penasco, Mexico, 1956. That's a pretty exact place. The rocks near desalting plant. Okay, so this is what they look like. And they're definitely shells, but they seem to almost be, I guess they're not fossilized, but they're, see, this one says Sanibel, I think, or Sanibel, Florida. And they're small in the top, all with handwritten notes. And then these on the bottom are huge. Look. Just pretty crazy. That's one of the most interesting things I think I've ever gotten. And it was a clearance sale. Sorry for the crazy filming. It's a clearance sale at a antique dealer. I love these. I think Sean has Surf Nurse right now, but these are my favorite. A Girl to Come Home To, and Fair Tomorrow. These Emily Laurens are just crack me up. Anytime I see an old funky book with these, I've had that Atlantic Seashore forever. Same with the Mark Twain Letters from Hawaii. Really good book. Maddie found this book for me at a sale in Houston. It's called The Navy Wife. What She Ought to Know About the Customs of the Service and Management of a Navy Household. This was given to this wife in 1942, to my darling Navy wife who could not have done better had she had this book all along, and who, now that she has it, may find it handy as a reference and no doubt be able to improve upon it in many ways. With all my love, Joe. Thanks, Joe. But it's really interesting. Telling you to keep a log, keep a will. Silence is golden. Following a ship. There is no group of young married people who must maintain appearances and meet high social demands on such a small sum of money as Navy couples. The old, inexpensive boarding houses have vanished, and today the thrifty Navy wife lives in a small apartment, is her own maid. Modern conditions make an automobile a necessity, and much of her commuting from port to port is done in her car. Just love that. Okay, so Murphy's helping me. That's a really good closet that is packed full, sort of organized, sort of not. Paints, all my paints are in here, and that's a cooler, and all our games are in there, and puzzles. I made this last year, you probably remember. Really fun. I just hung these up here because I had to add more. That's Aloha Council Hawaii, Virginia Beach, Hawaii, and Hawaii. This is my chandelier that I'm very proud of.
I love, love, love how it turned out. I bought the lampshades on Amazon, and then I made the cord cover, and it was just a black, cheap chandelier that was hanging in our house. I think it was over the dining table when we moved in. And I burnt myself a lot because these are crushed, just crushed shells. I ordered those on Amazon too. All the other shells were mine. And you put hot glue on and then basically wrap your hand around it. So probably not the best way to do it, but I love how it turned out. That's the thing Tate gave me for Christmas, and I adore it. We used it at my mom's party. So Brian's, you know, the certificates when he went to the equator or whatever. That's all fertilizer. 2 baskets. One of those Tracy gave me, the other I found. And then this cabinet's full of pillows and blankets, which is great for this bed. I took the curtains apart that Becky had given me a bunch of. Actually, Becky gave me the shams and the dust ruffle that someone made her, and then she had window covers, and that's what I did the back thing with on this. That I just saw somewhere where someone put up, and I thought it made it a little cozier to add that across the back. I kind of need to do one more tie right there. But I got this quilt at a thrift store here in the Woodlands. It's one of those All Churches United thrift stores that's so good. And it's just like, it's quilted with seashell designs. And I think it's a king. I just love it. I really scored on that because I like that pop of color in here. Then last spring, Sean and I hung these up. I just added the ukulele and the little parrot. Tate and I found those in Beaumont. In here, this is where I want to paint this faux bamboo, and I did a green base coat. There was this funky little window in here. It looks blue, but that's just a shadow. It's not blue. It's a shadow from outside, and those are all my tiki. And I think the 2 on the ends are the 2 you just gave me last year. So this bathroom's really fun. This is a Jimmy Buffett album, and then this is a Becky painting. Has a great bathtub for washing dogs or plants or whatever. So yeah, this bathroom we would love to do a complete makeover, but for now it's just a little hodgepodge. This is a painting that one of the guys from Uzbekistan brought us when we hosted them way back in like 1999 on the base. It's a tiny, tiny oil painting of the Black Sea, and that was the gift they brought us because they really didn't have the money to bring anything. And then I got this Ciarama plate off of eBay because Katie worked at Ciarama and was on the ski team and had the most hilarious story about working there, and someday I'll give that to Megan. So that's the bathroom. So this is the casita, and what's great about this is we have these enormous wooden blinds in here with shutters. Look at this. And so I can open these and, you know, filter the light in here for these plants, which is really great. Anyway, that's probably long enough for right now. I'll do something else next. Bye.